I'm just going to cut it so it goes up to there, so we end up with a nice straight, and then I'm going to tie it onto this bit, and then hopefully it should marry up. Now look at the temperature. We've only been going a couple of minutes and it's on 7 degrees already. Okay, so that's just jumped up 3 degrees. Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wildcamp stroke Bushcraft. Me and Benji are back at the main Bushcraft camp. Benji wasn't out with us last week, so he got a bit anxious when I got me Bergen on me back this morning and put it in the car. But yeah, it's a very wet and very windy day out there. It's not too bad standing here, like, but yeah, Benji's getting himself a little bit anxious. On your son, have you got a black nose already? You been digging already? As soon as we got into the woods, that was him away. He went and done a little adventure for about 5 minutes where I've just been sorting myself out. But when I've walked into the camp, I've noticed I've left my sleeping bag out on the table. Can't believe I've done that, but it feels nice and dry, bits and pieces, I suppose. So hopefully the sleeping bag will be all right inside. But as you can see by me rain cover, it's absolutely horrendous out there. It's like that horrible, misty, get yourself wet type of rain, but with the wind it's just lashing in your face on the way in. So I put this jacket on. It's nice and lightweight, but it keeps the water off you. But plans for this weekend, I was thinking about trying to block that end in there, just this top bit. Don't need to put anything on the bottom because it's like woods and slats all the way around, and I like the little gaps in it as well. So I was just thinking about getting a couple of beams across and a couple of beams going a long ways, and then hoist some see-through plastic sheeting up. Now I know there's going to be people out there complaining about all this white see-through plastic coming on, but it's a way to an end. We've got a supply of it, and we're not going to put black sheeting up just to make it nice and dark inside our shelters. That's not the idea. All right, because I'm getting a lot of driving rain when the rain's coming in, the wind's coming from that direction. I'm getting a lot of driving rain coming in here, and it's soaking all my table and everything. And obviously, if I'm lying in bed at night, it's going to get my bed wet as well. So that's the plan. I'm not sure if I've got enough plastic to actually do it. I have got some at home, which I just couldn't get to. But I think Benji wants a little bit of TLC. What's the matter with you? Eh? Look at him. What's the matter with you? Eh? You want to be on camera? Eh? Look at him. He's like looking at the bag because he knows there's treats and everything in there. So I'm going to get him sorted anyway, get him some water, get him a treat, and then I'll get set up and I'll bring you back. Right, well, that's me and Benji all set up now. I've just got my waterproof jacket airing off on there, and everything else is sorted. So here we go. Here's my setup for tonight. So I'll just take it onto this table first. I forgot to bring Benji's bowls, so I'm using a pan lid for his main food. I've got some snacks there where I've just been giving him. I've got my Soto stove and gas bottle brew kit behind it. A litre bottle which I'll keep filling up from my other bottles in my shed. And then I've got 3 Jack Daniels with Coke, with Pepsi Max. I've got a bottle of Baileys, and I've got a little snacky bar which I'm going to have soon. Tools for today is the Bolio 21 saw, my Bushcraft knife made by the Northumbrian. I've got a rip-off silky saw and a little survival neck knife. Power bank out so I can power use up so I don't run out of battery. And then I've got a little bit of kit underneath there which I'm going to review later on, and you'll probably see before this video comes out. Lights wise, the Miffa light and plus booster box for putting some tunes on. And I've got me temperature gauge thing here. At the minute it's saying it's 11 degrees. All right, this is italic or something like that. Anyway, there's a video out on that. And then my Bergen's stashed up there. Chest rig, everything's dry inside, so that's happy days. Benji's just sitting chilling out, giving himself a bit of a clean. I took his jacket off because it was absolutely drenched. Wasn't it, son? Yeah, it was bloody drenched, wasn't it? Yeah, look at him. Yeah. He got told off before because he was jumping on my sleeping bag when I hadn't have it covered, and he was muggy. But that's just part of the parcel of camping out with a dog. So he's had a couple of little pampers. I've got some bits of clothing down there for later on tonight if I want to get colder for myself and Benji, plus a towel for him, which I haven't used yet. The light up here from Flextail Gear, this is the Midge Repel one as well, which is really good. And then food for tonight. So obviously for Benji, I've cooked him some chicken. He's had a little bit at home, and I was going to have some of this a bit later on. I've got two packets of pedigree chum in there, some dry food and some snacks. More than enough food for him. For my snack for today or tomorrow, I've got super noodles with a tin of chopped ham. Benji will probably end up with some of that as well if I don't eat it. For tonight, we've got the main meal is, got some potatoes, some veg, some mushrooms, and I brought some wild mushroom sauce instead of peppercorn sauce. And inside of here, I've got, I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 very small, thin steaks, which we'll take a closer look at later on. I'm just keeping everything wrapped for now. It'll all get put back in the bag, put in the Bergen out the way, apart from Benji's snacks. And that's basically camp set up. Oh, I'm going to go around and check Roney's shelter, make sure everything's okay there. As you can see, with the winds, probably hear it as well. It's quite windy, so I'm going to have a walk around, check all the trees in the local area. And then, me and Benji are going to have a walk down to Bushcraft, because I think I left me Flextail Gear light stroke pump down there the last time I was there, because I can't find it anywhere, and I think it's hung up on the back of the chair. So the next time you see me, we'll probably end up being down there, to be quite honest. And then I'm going to look at getting some wood to put some slats and a framework up on the top of there. And I've just noticed, I must have brought it up ages ago, at the back there, I've got loads of clear see-through plastic, so that hopefully should be enough to get my job done. And I've got some tacks and everything here as well, so that's happy days. That's my main task for this weekend, apart from sitting, relaxing, enjoying myself, cooking a nice bit of food. Benji's going to have a couple of steaks as well, so you might not even get the fruit eating his wet food. He's like his wet food and his dry food. He might just eat human food, to be honest. But we're just going to let him chill out for a bit. I'm going to get some fluids down my neck, and the next time I see you, we'll probably be at Wildcamp, and we'll have a quick look around and make sure everything's secure down there. Come on then. Right, well, here we are, approaching Bushcraft. Looks a lot blander in the front of it without that big windbreak I had up. But everything's looking canny, and I can see me pump. There it is. I knew I'd left it here. Well, happy days. Yes. Water's still hanging up as well. Alright, everything's looking the way I left it. All the wood's under there, nice and dry. And there's all my logs off the windbreak. I'll use that for something else. So, but we're not here today. Just come down to check on it, make sure it's all right, and check on these big trees behind. Because that tree there and this big tree in the front are the only two trees that scare me when I'm here, because they're so close. But we should be all right. Benji's having a good old sniff. You checking on the camp, son? Let's have a quick look around here. Alright, roof's held up really well. So it's all still nicely covered, apart from the top edge, which I knew was going to happen. And I've got all this bits of wood here to sort out. But aye, happy days. I was nearly going to come and camp here, but the winds are going to get atrocious tonight and it's going to be a bit wet. So just got to use your noggin when you're in woodlands like this with some big dodgy trees around, just for the winds. I don't know if you can pick it up with the microphone on, like, but it's about 15 to 17 miles an hour at the minute, and it's coming straight from the back of the shelter. So the shelter would be protected, like, give you protection from the wind, but other than that, that's what I've come down for. Always forget something. I'll put my rain jacket on just in case it pisses down when I'm out in the woods. Oh, Benji's found something, look. He's chasing something. I bet that's where the mouse hole is that comes into my shelter on a night time. As you can see, it must have been raining because there's a tiny bit of water down there. Is there something down there, son? Should we just let it be though? Right, we're going to head back up to camp and get sorted. Right, well, I found this dead standing tree. It's just down the bottom there, so I've cut it down. It's got quite a nice depth to it. I just need to get all these little branches off. As you can see, they're all just breaking off dead easy because it's dead as a dodo. They're just snapping. And then I need to measure it up. Aye, look at this, I don't even need an axe. Okay, that's with the handle.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. I packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. 'Cause I know what matters.
Right, well, I've got a pen here, I've got a pencil here, and as you can see, I've got this post going right away in, alright, which is better for it. And then I've got this here, so I just want to make a bit of a notch so it doesn't. So that's where I'm going to mark it here, and I'm just going to cut halfway through the post and then chip it off with the axe. And then when I've tied this off, then I'll do exactly the same to the other side. And that just gives us a bit of a bar to go up against as well for when I'm tying stuff on. And then I'll try and work out something with a thinner stick for a bit further up, just as another tying off point. So we don't want to go mega far in, but we want to go enough where it's going to give you a decent notch. Okay, so that's that there. And then it's just a case of getting the axe on. Shouldn't do metal on metal like, but never mind. Oh, I think I might have went too far. Sugar. Right, we're going to take that out. Yeah. Take that bit off. straight as possible. Just get this edge off, we should be good to go. Tell you what, let's use a wooden banger instead of a metal one. It's a lot safer. Right, there's my notch done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to slide this back into place, and that should make that a lot flatter on the edge. And I'll get some cordage, I'll get that tied off, and then I'll mark the, actually I'll mark this one up now because that's on there. Right, well, as you can see, I've got the bottom part done. I've just went and done the same. I've went and skimmed all the bark off this bit. I've got my length all cut. I'm just going to cut it so it goes up to there. So we'll end up with a nice straight, and then I'm going to tie it onto this bit, and then hopefully it should marry up, and then I'll move that one so it's level, and then we'll cut all the excess bits off that I don't need, and that should be it for the main frame. And then I've just got to put a couple of slats coming down if I need them, really, which I don't think I do, to be quite honest. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap all the bottom of it onto here, or on the inside, sorry, and then just tap it onto there and then onto the frame at the top, and it should be happy days. And then we should be right to rock and roll like. But we'll have a look and see. I've got some cordage here, so I can get up on the top. Oh, I've just took away the roof from here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure it's level with the post at the bottom, and then just tie it on using a jam knot.
This time I am pretty sure moments passing away I've never seen before. You held me out of the dark. I always wonder if you were left without a mark. Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? You were never out there alone. Do you think there's a chance for this love to be real? I will let you take the wheel from now on.
Right, well, that's me done. I've got a few little bits to do. I've just noticed as well, I've just seen a hole in the plastic, so I'll let it get some like tape around that, and just to stop it from going. But that's it. I was going to do some slats coming down, but I would have just complicated it. I've left a gap at the top. There's going to be a reason behind that, because I'm going to make a little canopy coming down like at a slope to cover over this porch here. I'm not really bothered about that. I might block all that in, take that canvas off, block the top part in with something, and then have a little shelter coming down, so when you're standing here doing the dishes and things or whatever, that's something for the future. Benji's in there fast a kip. It actually feels a bit warmer in here. There's no wind getting blown through there. I've still got gaps and everything for smoke to get out through the bits of wood. Yes, I know some people might be saying, Jimmy, your shelter's starting to look like Plastic City. Well, yeah, it is. It's because I want clear plastic through. Now, what I could do is I could bring some cam net up and drape some cam net over there just to give it a little bit of a camouflage. But I'm in a private woodland. I can do what I want. If the owners aren't happy with us doing this, I'll just take the plastic off, and then I'll just get wooden slats. So I might even still, because I've cut this at a length there where I can just put it over the top or put it around the back, I could even still then get some slats at a later date and just put them down there just to break it up a bit. You know what I mean? It's a bit like what I've got there, like from the outside. Obviously I've got a bit of a window going there, like to get a bit of light in, but it's just as we progress through the years and years of using it, just trying to do different things to make it feel a bit better inside. And then I suppose because this here is a pain in my arse for wind, this is a big wind tunnel just getting blown straight in and straight into my shelter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin all this down as well onto Roney's bit of wood without trying to do it on his canvas, and I'm going to pin all that down just so that it doesn't blow through, because that's a bloody nightmare. That pushes all the smoke straight into my shelter. Apart from that, we've got no wind apart from that bit there, because the wind comes from sort of like that direction. It's just getting funneled through there. But as you can see, the sun's making an appearance, and when you're standing in it, it's quite nice. I've only got a t-shirt on, but I'm starting to feel cold. I'm going to make myself a brew. I'm going to have some noodles. It's now 3:15 in the afternoon, and I'm going to get Benji some chicken as well. All right, so I'll bring us back in a little bit. Let us know what you think in the comments about what I'm doing to my shelter. I'm just trying to improve the wind not getting in it, the rain not getting pushed in it, and also just try and make it a little bit cozier for myself. I'm actually thinking about getting a long bit of wood that'll fit along the front of there, get some plastic that'll fit all the way down, and then attach it so it comes up and hooks up onto the top here, and then on night time I can just drop it down. All the heat from the fire will just come through and then just warm all this area. That's another thing I'm actually thinking about doing, if I can find a decent pole that's long enough but skinny enough to do it. Anyway, that'll be my next task. That wind's picking up again, and it's just started to rain. We got rain coming down, rain coming down. I've still got to do that little flap up there, like get that secured, but it'll be okay for now. Benji's jacket is absolutely saturated. I need to get some decent jackets for the dog, like for when he's out in the rain, because that's soaking. I've got a second one for him, like, but he's just sitting in there snug as a bug in a rug. I'm going to get my brew kit out, and I've just been testing this plastic, and it's actually long enough to go from the bar up there to the ground, and still with a little bit left over, so that's happy days. So I'll be able to pin that onto there, have enough for a roll at the bottom, and then drop all that down, and then I'm going to have a greenhouse effect. And I know there's going to be a lot of haters out there just saying, what the hell are you done to your shelter? But I'll be able to drop that on a night time, and then I'll be able to test it and see if the heat comes from the fire into my shelter and warms my shelter up. I should have done this for the winter months. I'm going to do something similar with the small shelter as well. Have another layer of plastic come down from the front and cover the whole of the front of the shelter in, and make it, because that's what you call like a super shelter, and it keeps the heat in, stops all the wind coming in as well. But yeah, I'm just waffling. I've spilled the second bowl of water that belongs to the dog, so I've wasted water left, right and centre. But when that sun comes out, it's nice, but I'm freezing. I'm going to have to hire another top on and get some food on the go and get a bit of brew. And I know my dog will be hungry as well, because he's only had a small bit of chicken this afternoon before, well, small before we come out. God, I'm waffling some shit, aren't I? Right, well, I've got some hot water on the go, and I'm going to warm my hands up at the same time. I think my boots are knackered, my feet feel soaking wet, and I've got Gore-Tex boots on, but I have noticed they've got a couple of little holes in them now. I've had them for about 3 years, like, so they've done well. But yeah, I've got some cooked chicken in here that I've done for Benji this morning before coming out, and obviously he's going to have some steak, and he's got some other bits and pieces that he can have as well. So I'm just going to give him all this and just let him eat it, and then he can have some steaks with me later on, because the Ben is hungry. As you can see, I've got 2 nice chunks here. Actually, I might keep one little bit, see if he eats it all. And then if he does, then I'll just give him this. But I've had to give him this pan lid because I went and forgot to pick up his bowls. Meant to get them out the cupboard this morning when I was getting there, doing all that dry food and all that, and cooking these chicken. But I like to cut it all up for him. I like to do when you have your kids, because this is my kid. Me little boy. And I think we're just going to get some firewood sorted and chill out. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find a pool, because if I can get the shelter shut off at the front tonight, just in case the wind's too much and it's blowing smoke everywhere into my shelter, I don't want to be doing the same as what I was when I was at Wildcamp and suffering with smoke. And I would like to test it as well to see if the there you go, son, get that stuck in you. I would like to also test it as well, just to see if it does bring heat into the shelter. So I think that's the thing. I've still got a nice big gap in the top corner there, all right, and I've got one in this top corner as well. So I'm not totally closed in if I do get smoke in here. Kettle's nearly boiling already, so I'm just gonna have a packet of super noodles for now. I'm not mega hungry, and then once I've made my cup of tea, whatever water's in there, I'll make that, and it'll be like a curried super noodles and soup type thing, because it'll be a bit watery. And if Benji eats all that chicken, I'll give him this other bit. Apart from that, that's all for now. The sun keeps coming out and it keeps going back in, and it's just, as you can see, it's not bad weather, but it's bloody, it feels nippy. I think it's going to be a really cold night tonight. I think they said the temperatures were going to be low, so we'll have a look. The present temperature at the moment is, it's saying 10 degrees on there, like so, on my little clock thing. And anyway, my water's boiling, so I'm going to turn it off before it falls off, because I've already spilt loads of water already. And yeah, we'll catch you later on. Right, well, that's mine all done, but instead of having it rolling on the outside, I've got it rolling up over on the inside, and then I've got it tied up with some cordage. So basically all I do is I just get it and loop it off the side. I think I might have to come up with a different type of knot though. I think I might just have to do it like a normal knot, because it's quite tight to get off. So that means one thing, it won't come off when I'm away from camp. So that's a good thing. And then this one gets a bit slack obviously, and then it just rolls down. I've got a bit of wood attached to it, okay, and it comes off on the inside, as you can see. Well, it's supposed to come on the inside. It probably will when it gets to the bottom. There you go, and then you just pull it in, put it down, and that's it. That's mine fully enclosed. Obviously there's a little gap at the side here, but I've got a bit of overhang here inside, which I'll show you when I bring you in now. And then if I want a quick escape, I just lift it up, get out, put it back down, and it should stay in place. Right, well, there you go. That's me in the greenhouse. Obviously I've got a gap up there in the top, and there's a slight gap up there in the top as well, but the roof comes over a bit as well, so it just causes a bit of a gap. Now I have got bits that come over the side a little bit when you pull them in. It looks unmessy, untidy, but I can always trim them down a little bit just to get it a bit more refined. All right, and as you can see, I've got the pool here that you're seeing is shaven, and then I've just got to turn that another once or twice. I've pinned this one on as well, and that just gets it nice and taut. So there you go, and that's it really. And I think that's going to make a difference to the shelter, especially on a night time. And that means if that's secure, that means I don't have to sleep with that all the time with Benji. And look at him, he's sparkers there. He's crawled into my sleeping mat, like in my sleeping bag, the little bugger. But aye, that's not too bad. Let's have a look at the temperature, see if it's gone up a little bit. That's 7 degrees, but I'm sure I will be checking that throughout the night. Right, so as you can see, it looks like the greenhouse effect. Obviously when I've got loads of lights on in here and everything, got the fire going on outside, my thing tonight will be having the fire going and testing it to see where the heat comes through. Also what I need to be testing as well is see if any sparks hit it and put holes in it as well. It's a bit of hitty missy. This is a bit of how shall I say, a test. It might not even stay on, it might get taken away, but I think it's a good idea. If it's going to be strong enough, I might even drop it when I'm away, and it'll keep the whole area inside dry. But yeah, happy days. Right, now I have got a plan to put a little porch area down there, but I just need to secure that little bit of roof first. Just for now, just a quick little tack, just to stop it flapping around like mad, as you can see. All right, but I am thinking about putting 2 crossbars going at a 45-degree angle from this top post here, and then build a roof off it, sort of thing, with some posts in the ground, and that'll give me a little bit of cover onto that table as well outside. All right, yeah, the camp is evolving every time we come. We're doing different things. We're using materials that we've got. If we've done it with all big camo tops and things like that, we'd just be sitting in a black hole. But as you can see inside of here, the light is actually really good, and it's about 4 o'clock or something. But as you can hear outside, the winds are really picking up, and I'm getting no cold air getting pushed into here now, whereas before I was. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to tidy up the area. I'm going to go and collect some wood. I've got loads of dead little branches all down the bottom there, so I'm going to take the trolley and go and collect as many as I can. I might bring you along for it, I might not. All right, and I've got loads of shavings there as well. Some of them are quite good, and I might actually take a spark later on. Whether I do that or not, I don't know. But anyway, I'm waffling. As always, I'll catch you on the next clip. For you, it'll be like a nanosecond. For me, it could be a while. Happy days.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me.
It's now 6:30 at night. I've done a little bit of a time lapse on the sunset, so I don't know how it's come out yet, but if it's worked, then obviously you would have seen it. I'm just going to get one of Roney's fire doofers, get the fire going nice and quick with a lighter. After, as you can see behind us, I've been doing a lot of wood prep off camera, all right, just while the time lapse was going. You've seen us chopping wood up and all that before, so it's no hardship, is it? I'm just going to get some dry twigs that I've just picked up off the floor, and hopefully these will catch nicely, and then we can let them go. There you go. Happy days. And we'll get a bigger bunch now. It's going. hold them over for a little bit. Just let the oxygen get underneath so they catch light. There you go. I've got a spatula here. It's going to get burnt. I've just took it out of the box. It was going a little bit mouldy like, and I'm just going to get loads of different thick branches of different types of wood and put that on top, and that's the fire going. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. I've just been chilling out basically. Obviously when we get the fire going properly later on, after we've done some cooking and things, I'll drop the front part. As you can see, there's a bit of smoke coming into the shelter like, which isn't a good sign. I've just went and poured my coke in first. that's the Irish way of doing it. And then I'm going to pour my Jack Daniels in. Smoke's starting to disappear now, so that's happy days. I seem to be having a lot of problem with smoke in shelters lately, but yeah, that's my Jack D's poured. Lovely, jubbly. Right, look at the smoke coming in here. That's not good, is it? It's not a good sign. Might have to take the sides down. Anyway, cheers everybody. Oh, drinking some Jack Daniels fire. It's like a bourbon. There you go. There's the fire going nicely. Aye, a little bit of smoke hovering. The wind's died right down now like. But yeah, I've still got a right mess underneath my shelter. I've got stuff everywhere. Yeah. And as you can see, this table's a right bloody mess as well. Aye, but I'm looking forward to whoop. I'm spinning around all over the place there. I'm looking forward to tea tonight. Some nice steaks, some tatties, some veg, and a nice bit of sauce, mushroom sauce to go on top of it. I'm going to keep a couple of steaks to one side, and Benji can have one, and then we might have another one later on before we go to bed. But I'm going to just take a couple of hours off camera and just sit and chillax. Well, not chillax, I'm going to get some tidying up done, get me camp organised and tidy, and then I'll bring you back when I start cooking. Right, well, I've still got one of the gloves. Oh, I lost Benji's stuff there. I'm going to put that lid on top of there. Right, so I've got my bits of steak here. I've just left all the juices on there. And I've got Benji's here as well, okay. I still need to cut Benji's up, but I'm going to have my food first. Let that cool right down. Then I'll cut it all up and feed him later on. So, we've got some potatoes and all that here. So I'm just going to get all that onto there, and then I'm just going to put some on top of the steak as well. I should have put the steak back in to cook it off with the sauce, but never mind. We'll put the sauce and that on top of it. I'm going to keep a little bit of that in there for later on. Then we've got some veg. I kind of see while the steam. There's that much steam going on. It's unbelievable. But I'll keep a little bit of the veg as well, and that'll be it. I'll tell you what, let's just tie the veg on. and whatever veg I've got left I can take out here and put into the frying pan. Right, well, I've cut Benji's up just to allow my tatties and that to cool down a little bit. So that's Benji's food for tonight. Yeah, Benji, what's this, son? Come on, come and get it. Come on, do you want food? Come on, I'm not putting it on there. If you want it, go down and eat it. Right, we'll see if he gets down to eat it. But anyway, there's my food for the night. Now, these weren't the most expensive steaks. They were the thinnest things as well. But there you go. It's just something different. Trying different stuff. I'm going to leave my plate on the table just so I can, oh, pardon me. Just so I can get in, test it out. But obviously, I think, yeah, my veg is still quite crunchy, so that's all right. I don't like it dead soggy. It's got to have a little bit of a crunch. Could have a little bit of salt on it, like. Let's taste some of the mushroom. Yeah, everything's starting to cool down nicely now. Bit of tatty. Let's get a little bit of this steak. Now, I didn't cook this one as long as the other ones, and it feels a lot softer. Benji hasn't even got off the bed yet for his food. Oh, he must be wanting to get fed in bed, but he's not getting it in bed. You're going to have to get off and get it. Oh, he's off. Yeah, them little thin steaks, they're a great idea, but even Benji's chewing away like mad. They're very chewy. I don't think I'll be buying them again. They were only like a £5 from Asda, so it was just a lastminute.com thing. I wish I had just went and got a big steak instead of them. But I was going to make like a sandwich with them and put some things in, but I just couldn't find the right stuff to put in with them. And to be honest, I'm glad I didn't now. Yeah, very chewy. Obviously them type of steaks must need about like 5 seconds on each side or something to cook them, especially in a really hot cast iron pot. Anyway, I'm going to get back to eating the rest of this. As you can see, the steam's gone a little bit now. And, nice bits of veg. It's a reasonable meal. It's better than eating a bloody dry food meal out of like camping, shopping and that. Now, I mean, the mushrooms and the tatties are really nice. The veg is not too bad. Still a bit too crunchy, but not enough. And the steaks, very mediocre. And the mushroom sauce isn't that great either. I'm getting attacked by moths. Anyway, I'm going to eat this. This is some tunes. Finish up my Jack D's. I've got another 2 there to drink, but I don't think I'm going to drink all 3 of them. I'm just not in the mood. I'm going to start the fire up. And then I'm just going to chill out for a bit. I'll see you later on tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, Benji's ate all his. Yeah, all yours, son. Was that nice? Yeah? Bit shit, wasn't it? Anyway, see you later because I'm waffling. Right, well, time for a little test now. I've built the fire right up. So I'm just going to undo these. Oh, that's gone too much. Leave that like that. And then we'll undo this one. And I'm going to see if it helps at all. Got to do it nice and gently so we don't do any damage to it. So unwrapped. Get it down. And I've got 2 little pins at the bottom as well to keep it in. It's getting kind of windy outside, so I thought, you know, nowadays me and Benji have just been out, been to the toilet, done my bit. Now we've got the fire there. I'm going to get the temperature gauge and we're just going to stick it up on here so I can see. The temperature at the minute is 4 degrees Celsius. All right, and already I can feel a difference with the wind not coming in. As you can see, I've got the fire blaring, and you know what it is? I think I can feel the heat coming through there. I've hid loads of wood on the fire, mind, just to get it going, just to see. And now we're looking at the temperature on here, which is 4 degrees. And let's see if it warms it up. And in the meantime, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to drop me post down a little bit more. That's it. And then while we're sitting here, oh dear me, there goes me camera. My camera's all winky wonky. And anyway, let's get you set properly. I've just poured me second Jack Daniels. I think it'll be my final one. It's after 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 now. And I'm just sitting chilling. I've been listening to some music. I've just joined the last part of Blot Outdoors' video, where you can comment on it and everything when it's playing, and speak to other people as well. But the thing is, that's making me worry is all them sparks that's coming off that fire. So I've had loads of little bits on. But yeah, that's a worry. Look at them sparks. Oh my god. That's all them little branches I've put on. Anyway, cheers everybody. Yeah, night tea tonight was absolutely horrible. I didn't enjoy it at all. I think I hid half of it away. I fed Benji loads of the bits of steak. Well, not too much, but enough where I knew it wasn't going to be too much for him. I ate as much as I could though, to be honest. But yeah, I just wasn't impressed with it. Now look at the temperature. We've only been going a couple of minutes and it's on 7 degrees already. Okay, so that's just jumped up 3 degrees. I'm just going to stick it on the camera tripod so I can see it and then take it off easily as it goes up. But that's great, isn't it? 3 degrees already. Now I've got a bit of a draft coming in here because I've never tucked it over properly. So let's get that draft away from there. Get that tucked in. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we'll just spin you around. As you can see, I've got a little bit of like overhang coming in. You can feel the draft coming in this bit here. So I'm just going to stick that into the corners. Obviously I've got a draft coming in from the tops and everything. But let's get sat back down. And then we'll have another look. You can see the fire's going there nicely. Alright. Now, it doesn't seem to be any bother with the plastic at the minute with the flames and that. Let's have a look. Oh god, I can't get it off the stand now. That's jumped up another degree. It's now 8 degrees. So that's happy days. Benji's just sat in the back of the shelter there on my bed. Yeah, let's get that spun round so I can see it. 8 degrees. There's War Benji in the back there. Up next to the top of my sleeping bag. Sitting there relaxing. So yeah, that seems to be working. So that's gone from 4 degrees to 8 degrees. So it's doubled in heat already in here. That's with the fire blaring and with dropping the screen down. And yeah, much better. I've got a bit of a draft coming in from this bottom wall. I need to get that sorted as well because I can not feel that draft. I'll just bring this down a bit. See, underneath the table I've got this plastic. It's not even attached properly. It's all ripped out. I need to get that sorted out and I think that'd be a lot better. Let's get another drink and then we'll have another look at the thing. That's still on 8 degrees. Tell you what, this let's get this off here a second. This has been fantastic, this, you know. See, it's on 8 degrees. I've only got 2 bars left on here. I've had it going for 3 or 4 weeks now without charging it. And it's been on nearly all night when I've been out camping. So the power that it holds in here is absolutely phenomenal. That's really, really good. Good quality bit of kit. I like using it. Let's get you hung back up on there, mate. Right, and anyway, I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this. If the temperature goes up anymore, I'll bring you back. But yeah, can't feel much wind coming into my shelter now. Still on 8 degrees. But anyway, cheers everybody. Thank you for watching. I think I'm just going to have a bit of time out and chill out tonight. I think I might try a film on or something, or watch somebody's YouTube channel and just chill out and have an early night. Like I said earlier, I've been having early nights nearly every night I've been off work, like in the last week or two. And I'm enjoying getting back into having some decent sleep, because when I'm on night shift, sometimes I only get like 3 hours kip, 4 hours kip. So anyway, waffle. Cheers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The Great Tommy Sleep Out. Okay, I've done a video on it. If you haven't watched it, it's I spent the night in a cave, and it was very low. But there'll be a link in the description below if you would like to donate, even if it's only £1, everybody. All right, for the Great Tommy Sleep Out, for veterans who are living rough on the streets. It's something that I hold very dear to my heart, being an ex-veteran, being a veteran myself. Yes, I was only in the reserves, but I'm still a class as a veteran. I've done my bit for Queen and country. For the Queen, not the King, because he wasn't the King then. And yeah, happy days. And anyway, see you later. Right, well, it's about 11:30 at night. I've just proper chilled inside the shelter there. As you can see, that's my shelter. It's actually a lot warmer in there than what it is out here. Benji's just getting himself back into the bed. We've just been out for a little walk and a wee, and I'm freezing. The wind is absolutely crackers. Honest, it's unbelievable. But yeah. Oh my God, it's cold. The fire's out now. It's just got a couple of little embers on it, and that's about it. But yeah, this shield, this like bit of thing, that plastic I put on here is work a treat, like, to be quite honest, keeping the wind out. But aye, it's time to go to kip. So it's Baltic. It's 3 degrees inside the shelter. It's about 0 degrees out here at the minute. Like, I've only been out here for a couple of minutes, and my hands are absolutely Baltic. And I'm going to get myself nice and secluded, nice and comfy inside of there, like Benji is now. I can see him. Let's have a look. Oh, let's get in. That's the thing about this. You've got to keep lifting this side up. I'll put you down a second. And the difference in the temperature when you come in here is unbelievable. Like, it's going to put me sheet down. There's War Benji. Oh, Benji's son. He's getting himself comfy. But I'm going to get in that seat and back. So I am freezing. Now, I've got like a bit of a diesel heater in the house. It's not a diesel heater. It takes some sort of fuel and you burn it. It's like a little stove thing. I think I might try and get some of that and bring that here, and I can put it on the table, and it should be okay. And then this will be lush and warm in here. If you had like a bit of a wood burn stove in here, it would be great. It would be toasty warm, but I am freezing now. So in any rate, good night everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously there's not many people tuning in at the moment. My videos are doing absolutely crap. I just don't know what's going on. I've had a few other people telling us that their videos are doing shit as well. It must just be that time of year where people just aren't interested in like Wildcamp and bushcrafty, foresty, woodland camps, unless you're a young girl, good looking and well endowed. And anyway, see you later. Oh, see that bit of snot coming out? Now that's good footage. Well, I don't know if the wind's getting picked up by the microphone. Well, I tell you what, that is one windy night out there, like, Jesus Christ. Aye, that woke me up, the wind. It's that windy. Right, well, good morning everybody. It's 6 o'clock. Me and Benji have been up and had a pee. It is freezing. The wind has been absolutely atrocious all night. It's been really, really windy. At one point I got a little bit concerned because it was that loud, the wind, and I could see the trees when I put the torch up. I should have brought yous along for it, but I'm not sure if I did. But yeah, very windy. Having the plastic sheeting coming down has made a hell of a difference in here, by the way. Just with the heat compared to outside. It's like 4 degrees inside of here. But last night's meal was just not my cup of tea at all. It's probably the worst meal I've ever cooked in my life. The steak was rubbish. The veg was slightly undercooked. The sauce was just tasteless. I prefer peppercorn sauce. Benji enjoyed the steak, like. He wolfed it down. But yeah, I give him about half a mine as well, so he had the best part of all that steak last night. He'd be shitting for Britain the day. But he's underneath me, in my sleeping bag, at the bottom of my feet, chilling out. He slept at the top of the bed last night next to me, and obviously I couldn't have shut my sleeping bag, so I put my buffalo jacket back on, and I just had my German bag over the top of his. I was warm enough, like. I was definitely warm enough, but my air mat's about half deflated, so I'm just wondering if it's got a puncture or not. We'll see as the day goes on. But I'm going to get up in about half an hour. I'm going to have half an hour of chilling out, and then I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I'll bring this back. All right, so I'll see you later. Right, well, that's me up. I've got a cup of tea. It is freezing. I'm not kidding you. It is absolutely Baltic. Once I'm out my dust bag and out my comfort zone, it is freezing. So having this gas fire on is going to be a blessing in disguise. Oh, I need to get one of my things up. That's it. I'm just going to use the pan lid. I was going to use a big frying pan, but they're just too big and heavy and they'll just tip over. And I only need to do one pancake at a time, and anyway, I'm not going to make well, I might make one or two, like, but let's get that turned down a bit. We don't need it mega hot. There we go. And what you do is you fill this up with the water up to a line. Give it a good old shake. I think I put it at the right line. It says fill line up there, like so. But pan's getting nice and warm. I've got a nice decent bit of oil in there. And we'll just see how this goes. That should be shook. There's nothing stuck. Well, it's still loads of powder stuck at the bottom, like. Imagine if the lid come off now, it would be a right mess, wouldn't it? Ah, well, that's going to have to do. Now, I've got a spatula, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. There we go. There's the first one getting in. Obviously, as you can see, you're going to get quite a few pancakes out of it, like. But we'll put that over there. And just while that's cooking. Oh, I've just turned it out. Took it off too much heat. Anyway, while that's cooking, we'll get a nice mouthful of brew. My hands are so cold, it's unreal. Like, I've got a little Robin standing out there looking at us thinking, how mate, let us in. But I think this plastic is stopping the main cold getting in. I could do with like a little heater in here, like, that'd be good. One very crap pancake. That's horrible. That was really horrible. It's like eating goo. I think I'm just going to give breakfast a miss. I think I've got a cereal bar somewhere. I'm just not a cook. What a fucking load of shite. Sorry for swearing, but yeah, that is minging. It's just like gunge. So all I've created for myself now is dishes. I think I'll just stick with the easy bits. I don't even know where it is. Backup plan, granola bar, a couple of cuppas, get packed up I think and just go home. So I think I'm just going to end the video here. Alright, so thank you very much for watching everybody, appreciate it. I just didn't want to be doom and gloom and that's the way I feel this morning.